Skate, dudes. Skate. Skate. Skate, dudes. Okay, this video is about the Banshee. I did this amazing video live. I put makeup on. I had no idea how it was going to come out. And look at this amazing salad that I made. It's really good. I have not eaten any food the entire day. It's 6 p.m. Well, besides a small amount of salad, less than 200 calories, 80 calories or something. Had some imitation crab meat and some other stuff. And now I'm finally eating a bunch of food. This has a bunch of stuff that is substantial food. And I did this video that's amazing. It's called The Banshee. And it's on my channel. And check it out. It was filmed live. It's amazing. It's good. It follows God and Jesus. No matter what it politically stands for, it follows God and Jesus and is good. And at the same time, I really got to depict a kind of a ghost, a shrill, shrieking, screaming ghost, like a woman that I thought that I saw in my house. It was like terrifying, and it made me scream. And it wasn't that scary. It's like, oh, it's just a ghost. They can't hurt anybody. They can maybe like kind of move some objects or something. They could move this a little bit or turn the lights off, maybe little stuff, but they can't really do anything that dangerous to anyone, a ghost, if it is a ghost. So, I thought that there's something like that in my house, and it had something to do with Danica and the kids. Like not the kids can't do anything. They're children. They're real children, okay, and they're good. And but Danica and her family, they thought ghosts might be real or something. So Danica was saying she noticed ghosts in her house, and I happened to see this, or like I saw little hovering things in the air, like light particles, or like something that could have been a ghost, but it was really scary when all the lights were off and I walked into this room and I was like, yeah. And so I got the idea it was a woman, a really white woman with either black or blonde hair, could be any age. It could have been 400 years old, could have been 30 and dead and already a ghost, or 120, or I don't know how old, younger or older. I don't know how old exactly. I don't really know. But almost like an ageless ghost, a shriek, terrifying, shrill, shrieking ghost, a woman that I thought was in my house a little bit. So as a comedy routine, I was putting on makeup, and I thought I'd be a clown or something different, and I put some makeup on, and I happened to get a wig that matched the white makeup, and it looked really white and scary, and I put a white sheet on, and it acted exactly like I did with all that I had, and following God and Jesus, of course, was good. But I tried for fun. I was like as scary as I could, and I tried but like a really high pitched voice, and I acted just like the Banshee, it wasn't a Banshee, it was a ghost in my house. But I didn't even know what a Banshee was. I didn't look it up. I didn't think about it. But the first thing that came to mind was Banshee when I was acting that way. And so I called it The Banshee, and it's on my channel. It's really good. So check it out. It's funny. I start putting makeup on. I didn't know how it's going to come out, what it's going to be. I was following God and Jesus, being kind, good. And it came out this almost like terrifying, scary, really weird thing that depicted what I saw or what I thought was in the dark, which usually there's no ghosts. There haven't been ghosts at this house for however long. There was an it that was really terrifying. That was an it that sent me running out of this house at nighttime. I got in my car. I kept thinking it was in my car all the way to my parents' house. Drove like almost like really kind of fast in these woods on this road. It really sent me out of this house one time, and it was an it, and I don't know what it was to this day, but it was scary. and I think it was an alien. I think it was an alien. And if it was an alien, it talks about aliens in the Bible. The Bible's reality, as we know, it says aliens are good. They're from the heavens, but there may be other creatures. I haven't figured out exactly what the it was. But I was downstairs in my house. All the lights were off, and the lights were off in the basement. And I had been doing stuff on my phone, texting Danica, and it got dark. It was starting to get dark. It wasn't all the way dark, but it was kind of dark, and none of the lights were on. And I started walking out, and I was going to walk out, and I looked in the basement, and it was really dark in the basement when I was downstairs, and then I saw nothing, but I got a strong thought of a voice, like a voice in my thoughts, sounded like Danica or someone, I don't know who, female voice, I think, and it said, "It will find you." Out of nowhere. Since I moved to this house, I haven't been afraid of it here. I could turn all the lights off. It was not scary at all. If there ever was a ghost, it would be a good ghost. Until this was like 2 months ago, I think, before I went to LA, and it was really scary. And it was out of nowhere. It was this thing. It was an it, and I got the thought, "It will find you," and it was pitch black in the basement, and I heard sounds down there. I heard big sounds from some kind of an animal, and there's no way an animal could have gotten in the house, and the cats weren't here anymore. So I don't know what it was, and I screamed out really loud and act as big and powerful a creature on earth as I could. I thought I'd have to fight it, like really mean, like to try to fight it off, whatever the fuck it was. It could not fuck with me or hurt me in any way. I acted as big and powerful as me, like I weighed 400 pounds of all muscle, this manly creature in the woods that was ready to fucking destroy some bad. I wouldn't destroy a thing that's bad, because I wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm pretty nice, but acted as big and mean as powerful as I could, and still I got the sense that it was like a heightened thing, all pitch black downstairs, and looked at it as, it might have done something way more terrifying and mean. It was like way more brilliant than I was. Whatever it was, I think it was an alien, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I went out the front door, and I ran up here, and then and I thought I could see it outside the window almost, but there was nothing there. And I eventually ended up running out of the house, got in my car, drove like really kind of fast, got down the private road, and got to my parents' house. Thought it was in the back, maybe got into the back because the back of my car was dark. I made it to my parents' house. By some miracle, I think it was a good it. I think it was an alien who are cherubs. They might be terrifying. They might have different heads, looking different directions, and like a goat head on one side, and they might look really weird and terrifying and scary in these ways that we don't know, an alien, but it would still be an angel or cherub. It would be good. Everything about it would be good, and it couldn't hurt us. It might do something scary to get us to be more kind and good. They're benevolent, they're kind, whatever you want to call them, they're good. And those are aliens. That's what the Bible says. From as far as I know, there may be other creatures that I don't know, and it tells all about it in the Bible. The more we read and understand, really know what it says. So anyway, I went to my dad's house. By some miracle, he needed my attention to help him with, he was going through something difficult, and I helped him get better again from whatever it was. I had to help him be okay. And it was something really important that it sent me out of this house, almost terrified me for whatever I'd been doing that was selfish. And, it just scared me. It didn't hurt me in any way, but really scary. And I was afraid to come back to my house, I think that night, but I don't know if I went back that night or the next morning or what. And so it got me to be kind to my dad. So I think it was a kind, good alien. But the Banshee or ghost, shrieking ghost, was a different kind of thing, and that's what I did a comedy routine on, because I had thought that I saw it in the dark, or I didn't see it, but I thought it was there. I really thought it was there. It's some like woman that was ageless, could be any age, young, really old, terrifying, scary, a ghost that was like a shrill, shrieking ghost in the dark, and it was like really scary. And it happened at this house of all places, but it's happened at 2 or 3 times at this house sometimes, and I'll leave the lights on, and then it's nothing really to be afraid of because it's only a ghost if it is, and ghosts can't hurt anybody, as far as I know. And I think ghosts can't hurt anybody. You know, the most they can do is like make a little particles of light in the air, or move something. They might be able to move an object like a little bit or something. They can't do anything that bad to hurt anybody. So I made a funny skit on it called the Banshee. When I was doing it, I didn't know I was going to come out and just put makeup on my face. And I just thought it'll be something really funny and fun to do. I'll put makeup on. I thought it'd come out as a rodeo clown or something. And it ended up looking like the shrilling banshee creature that was a ghost, a shrieking ghost. But I called it a banshee in the video. I didn't know what a banshee was, but the first thing came to mind what I thought it would be. And so I called it a banshee. And I made a video on it, and it's really funny. I try to act exactly like that terrifying all-white woman in the dark that was like screamed really loud and was like, screeching, whatever it is, it's yelling, and but you know, like a woman. And so I thought I'll call it the Banshee, and of course during the video I was following God and Jesus. I was good. There's nothing that I wasn't doing anything bad. But I thought it was kind of cool that I got to act like the terrifying thing that I had seen that was kind of scary. Nowhere near as scary as the It. The It was way stronger, more powerful, and more brilliant than I was. So there's nothing I could do against the It. The It was like huge. And it was like this or something. But I still don't know what the It was. That showed up at this house one time. And I never saw it. But I was really afraid of it because it was so much stronger than me. But the Banshee, I wasn't really afraid. It was a ghost. It can't really hurt anybody. But it was still, it got me really scared when all the lights were off. So I had to turn all the lights on. And so I acted exactly like I thought. I tried to, with all my might, be exactly like be exactly like it. And I made my face all white and my hair all white. And put a white sheet covering my body. Like, but like not like that. That sounds like a cheap ass like thing I'm trying to record. Like, yep, it's a standard scream for the film school department that they have the screams that you put in things. But it wasn't something. That's what that scream sounded like. But it was more like you have to watch the video. And I did these really good screams that I thought came out really well. It was like, I can't do it now. It's too scary. It would make me feel bad, like I don't want it to give me a heart attack or something. And so this is an awesome salad. I'm actually going to eat this salad, and I was going to try to enjoy it on camera because it would make me feel better than just getting to eat it by myself. But I don't know. I might not get to enjoy it right now. I'm feeling better, and why eat food if I don't need it? Because I'm already feeling okay from making a video. So who needs food right now? I guess anyway, because I keep talking. I keep talking. So check out the video on my channel. It's called the Banshee. I'll show you the image I used. I'll show you the image I used from the video. This is Photoshop. Quit that thing, Photoshop. What the fucking Banshee? I called it that. I didn't mean to. I was trying to. This is the no. This is the Banshee. Here's what it sounded like. I'm sorry. I don't mean to curse or anything bad. I'll try to do the voice of what I think it sounded like when I saw it in the dark. And I acted just like it. I dressed up like it in all white and went out in the neighborhood and tried to scare the neighbors in a nice, kind way and say, "It's John. It's only John. It's me," or whatever. And this is what it sounded like. like a terrifying, like a ghost that was once alive that died in a tragedy or something like that. And it showed up in my house, so I don't know what it was, but I tried to act like exactly like it as much as I possibly could. I couldn't be exact because when you look at the actual makeup, it's just me wearing makeup. But I tried to be as much like it as I could while following God and Jesus, and I was kind about it. So I'm gonna go check out the Banshee on my channel. Okay, bye. Praise God, praise Jesus. Be with us on earth through your work. Amen. Bye.